two Chains today, starting in the music world with our guy Two Chains, who, I mean, I think the last time we talked about him was, was his album last year, Rapper Go to the League, which is an album
Correct.
we both found pretty enjoyable. Felt like, maybe Two Chains has a little bit more uh, range than we thought he did. Maybe his
hmm
ceiling's a little bit higher than we thought it was. Um, so help me God, his sixth album. Did it continue that for you, Dave?
Yeah, six solo album in 8 years for Two Chains. Very, very active. Pretty impressive. Of this recent string, Pretty Girls, like trap music from 2017, Rapper Go to League last year, and now So Help Me God. This is quite easily my least favorite of the three, and does not, I think, have as nearly as much ambition as Rapper Go to the League does, let alone try and meet some of those highs. So it's just kind of more of a conventional rap album from Two Chains with a lot of his trademarks, and that's still fine enough for me. But yeah, I don't. It almost had more of a mixtape vibe to me more than anything else. Like it seemed a uh, little low ambition, low effort. I guess not that that is bad. It was fine. There's some really good moments, like always from Two Chains. But yeah, not nearly as impressive as last year.
Yeah, it was actually kind of interesting because I think I found a couple of the moments on here really, really fun and exciting. Um, I think a couple of the features were really strong, especially features from people I did not expect to enjoy the feature. So that was kind of nice. Um, but overall, I think that mixtape vibe is correct because there's very little cohesion or like actual like overall perspective on this. Like it's kind of just like song, 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 but not
Mm-hmm.
connected in any way. But I did really like the production on a lot of these. And, if you read through the list of producers on this, I mean, there's quite a few well known people, popping off. I mean, we had. Chief Keef obviously was one, but was not who I was gonna say first. Um, Mike Will Made It was on Save Me. Um, let's see here. There's one other one that really. Oh, Mike Dean, obviously on Feel Away. So like, there's a couple of songs where you have some really big producers, and I think the beats stood out even more so than the rapping did for me.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it's funny because like when I think about Two Chains nowadays as an OG who's still like really funny with the punchlines, I think he definitely still delivers on that. Like on Gray Area, old enough to be your daddy, young enough to fuck your mama. Like that shit's
Yeah.
hilarious. Like that comes up early in the track list. I'm like, yeah, he's still got that stuff. And then to even have the ambition to do something like he did on "Can't Go for That" with Lil Duval
Yeah.
and Dollar Sign, which is flipping Hall and Oates, like flipping Hall and Oates in rap in general. Not common to say the least. So kudos for trying that. It's fine. I think at the end of the day, and Lil Duval really having a big feature way after his moment in the sun has passed, but that's all good, I guess. That was funny to me. How'd you feel about Kanye? Of course, Kanye on "Feel Away," coming off two features off Ty Dolla Sign's album from a few weeks back as well. So we've got a bunch of new Kanye of late. This one also featuring Brent Faiyaz.
Yeah, I actually thought this Kanye feature was pretty good. I felt like he came in pretty smoothly, and um, I wouldn't say he's anywhere near what he used to be. I don't think he's even dropping really that memorable lines, and maybe that actually speaks more to how low the bar is for him now for me. But the fact
Mhm.
that he came in, he had a great flow and just kind of like gave a solid unmemorable verse. I was like, oh, nice showing, Kanye. Like, didn't embarrass yourself. So I'll go there. How did you feel about it, though?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, considering it's way better than that loose track he just put out. Fuck, what's that called? The one has the remix has the baby on it as well. I forgot the song. I thought that was pretty terrible. That recent track from Kanye. So this might be a little older, to be honest. Like this might be something that Two Chains has had or
Yeah.
had on the hard drive for a bit. Obviously, as their Two Chains has long been a good music affiliate, if not an official signee. And I thought what immediately jumped out to me about this album when we found out about it, because it was supposed to come out like a month ago, the title, "So Help Me God," notably one of the abandoned Kanye album titles.
Hmm.
After follow-ups to Yeezus and pre the name Yandi. Like this is one of those discarded names from Kanye, and who knows, he made an album in full that we never hear. But I always thought that was a good name for like that thematic continuity from Kanye. So it's still kind of cool to see it continued in some fashion from a colleague of his. I wouldn't say that the that kind of theme really translates again on this album. As we said, it's really more of a mixtape vibe with just a bunch of tracks. But I think, like most Two Chains projects, there's at minimum plenty to like here. Uh, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely not his best.
Yeah, what would the tracks be that you might point people to for this album?
Yeah, so I mentioned Gray Area as a
Hmm.
solo track, and can't go for that just for
Yeah, that
kind of like
flip.
trying stuff. I think for just like a rap cut, I thought Ziploc was pretty good. I like Kevin Gates on
Yeah,
that. Um, Free Lighter, I actually thought Chief Keef was pretty good on that with Uzi as well. So I think those would be my favorites. But towards the back half, some of those other tracks didn't really do a whole lot for me. The album kind of pittered out.
yeah. Actually, I think by the time we got to like Vampire, I was like, okay, I think that's enough. We could have cut this to about 38 minutes. Probably been pretty
Yeah.
concise. I think you kind of nailed it. I did want to ask real quick, Little Wayne. Did you like his feature? Where are you at with Wayne? He might be going to jail for quite a while.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard that before though. Like, is he really gonna go to jail? Like, unlikely. But yeah, he's facing some new charges as a felon. Not great
Yeah.
for him. Um, Yeah, like Lil Wayne is like Eminem to me these days. Even if he actually is kind of good, I'm just like so biased and like over it with him that I just turn my ears off. I feel like, but he's still technically proficient and energetic. That's something, I guess.
Yeah, I felt kind of the same way I did about Kanye, where I was like, the bar has been lowered so low for Lil Wayne that this like serves as like a passable
Yeah.
verse, which is just really sad. Like, it's kind of amazing that both of them had the runs that they had, but just to like still be doing what they're doing now, it's a little.
Well, and actually, it's an interesting comparison with Two Chains himself because Lil Wayne, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, Lil Wayne is younger than Two Chains. Lil Wayne is 38, and Two Chains is what, early 40s, I think. Two
Yeah,
Chains is 43. And Two Chain just feels leagues better and coherent and in command of his artistry than Wayne these days.
totally. Yeah. No, that's a really good point. Yeah, I think Two Chains knows exactly who he is right now. Like he's not going to ever create like a My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but like you said, he's gonna drop in with a verse here and there and drop a line or two that's memorable and get out. And
Hmm.
sometimes just knowing your lane is more important than anything else. So
And I will say, uh, probably what, a month ago, a month plus at this point, he was at a Joe Biden campaign stop, referred to this upcoming administration as different, and then performed his classic "I'm Different," which I thought was awesome because that song is a classic.
yeah,
So, shout out
that
Two
is a
Chains.
classic.